Good morning to everyone. Today we will discuss about the topologies of the network. Yesterday, in the class I have discussed that in LAN, WAN, and MAN, and in LAN, bus and ring topologies is used. I have already discussed that. But today we will know about what is the network topology. Means what is the bus topology, what is ring topology. I will explain today. So first, we will know that what is network topology. Now, a network is a set of network topology describes the appearance of a network. Topology basically describes the appearance of the network. Now, what is the appearance of a network? Appearance of a network means how the network is connected or how the network should be look like. Basically, in simple words, we can say that topology describes the design of a network. In simple words, we can say topology describes the design of a network. How the network should be look like, how the network is connected. This describes the network topology. Now, in our network topology, there are 5 types of network topology present in our network system. Now, what are the 5 types of network topology? One is bus topology, another one is start topology, another one is ring topology, mesh topology, and tree topology. These 5 types of topologies are present in our network system. So one by one, this 5 topology, we will see this 5 topology one by one. First is the bus topology. Now, what is bus topology? Bus topology is the multi-point connection. Now, in previous class, I have discussed what is multi-point. Multi-point means a single link is shared by more than 2 devices. A single link is shared by more than 2 devices. Then it can be called multi-point. Bus topology is like that. Bus topology uses the multi-point connection. Then bus topology is easy to install. To install bus topology, it is very much easy because it works on the small network. It works for the small network. That's why it is used in the LAN. Because LAN works in the physically small, operates over a physical small area. So bus topology is used also for small network and it is easy to install. And it is also cheap, cost effective, very much cost effective. And it is easy to expand. Now, what it means to easy to expand? Easy to expand means we can attach devices, more devices in this bus topology. And there is no problem if we attached one by one devices in the bus topology. So means first we have 3 systems present in our bus topology. We attached another one so that our bus topology becomes of a 4 devices, then 5 devices. We can attach one by one. There is no problem in that. It is easy to expand. That's why it is called easy to expand. But the disadvantage of the bus topology is it is a slow speed. Why it is of a slow speed? Because only one system at a particular time, one system can transmit at a time. Means at a particular time, one system can able to transmit its data. And when the system is transmitting the data, the devices present, other devices present are have to wait until the transmission is complete. After the transmission is complete, then the other devices can able to transmit data. So at a time, one system can transmit. That's why it is of a slow speed. And faulty cable bring down the whole network. If in the cable there is problem in the cable, then the whole network will be disturbed. That is the disadvantage of the bus topology. These 2 disadvantages are present in the bus topology. One is it is slow speed because at a time, one system can transmit at a time. That's why it is of a slow speed. And if there is a problem in the cable, then the whole network will be disrupted. Now, you can see this is the diagram of a bus topology. And this is a cable, start cable, and this is a end cable. Okay. This is a start cable, this is an end cable. And these two cables are connected with each other through a single link. Now, in this single link, all the PCs are connected. In this single link, all the PCs are connected. So, if we can say that if faulty cable bring down the whole network, that means if there is a problem in this link or in this cable, then the whole system will be disrupted. The whole system will be disrupted if there is the problem in this link. So now it is the start cable, it is the end cable, and these two cables are connected with each other through a single link. And in this single link, all the PCs are connected. Now, here we can see that in our example, there are three PCs connected. Now, suppose PC1 wants to send some data. PC1 try to send some data. So it will send the data in the single link. In this link, it acts as a communication channel. So through this link, the data will go to the destination. Now, all the PCs are connected in the single link. So the data shared by the PC1 will be visible to PC2 and PC3 because they are all connected in this link. So the data is visible to all the PCs, PC2, PC3. Here our in example, there is PC2 and PC3. So it is visible to all the PCs. So how can we differentiate that the data which are sending by the PC1 needs which PC it is needed, and PC1 wants to send the data to which PC? Now, during communication, for that reason, PC1 will send the data with a destination address. PC1 will send the data with a destination address. So the data will go to this link, and all the PCs that are connected in this single link will check with his own address with the destination address. If the address, its address and the destination address matches, then only we can say that these devices wants the data. So now we want to send a connection. Now PC1 wants to send the data to PC3. Suppose we are considering that PC1 wants to send the data to PC3. So PC1 will send the data with destination address. Now this destination address, this address will be of PC3. So the data will be sent to the single link, and the data will travel through this single link. And that time PC2 matches its data with the link. PC2 matches the address, its own address with this data, destination address, but it didn't matches. So now PC3's address will be matched with the destination address, and then it is matched. So PC3 then will send the data and read it. So during communication from one system to another, the system which wants to send the data will send the data with a destination address. So all the devices connected in the link are able to compare its address with the destination address. If the destination address with the address, its own address matches, then only we can say that this PC will read the data which the other PC has sent. Clear? Clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Now, so during the communication, PC1 will sends the data with the destination. We are considering that PC1 is want to communicate with PC3. So it sends the data with the address, destination address, and this address is of PC3. So the data will travel and PC3 will sense the data and read it. But during this communication time, PC2 has to sit idle because here I have already mentioned that only one system can transmit at a time. So when a transmission is going on, other devices, if PC1, PC2 wants to send some data, it has to be wait until the communication is ended. So this is the disadvantage of a bus topology, that it is of a slow speed. That's why it is of a slow speed, because when one is communicating, one data is transmitting at a time, then other PCs or other system, or we can say other system, if it wants to send the data, it has to be wait until this communication or transmission ended. Clear? And if this single link or this cable is broken, then the all communication will be breakdown. Our network will be breakdown, because in this single link, all the PCs are connected. So if this link is broken, then the all communication will be lost. So that's why these are the disadvantage of the bus topology. Next, it is ring topology. Next is our ring topology. Now, in this, each computer is connected to the next computer, with the last one connected to the first. In this, each computer or each system present are connected to one another, and the last one are connected to the first one, means forming a ring. Like in this diagram, you can see it is forming a ring. So it is also a multi-point data connection. It is, we can say it is also a multi-point data connection, and token passing is used. Now, what is this token passing? In this ring network, or we can say in ring topology, there is a thing called token. This token will goes in this ring, and it will be passed from one system to another. And this usage of this token is, whenever any PC or any system wants to send some data, it will takes the token and changes it, and changes the token. Because if some system wants to send the data, it will take that token and it changes the token. After completion of a task, the token will be passed to the next system which wants to send the data. So this tokens uses is, whenever any PC want to send the data, it will takes the token and changes it. Okay, so token is used by PCs which wants to send the data. And if there is also the disadvantage, if any fault in any link, there is fault in any link, it disables the entire network. Now, suppose we want to communicate with PC1 to PC3. Now, through PC1 to PC3, the communication is via PC2. You can see the communication is via PC2. So from the first, the data will travel from PC1 to PC2, then from PC2 to PC3. There is no direct connection, or we can say point-to-point connection. What we say, it is a multi-point connection. There is no dedicated link or point-to-point connection between PC1 and PC3. So to the data, if PC1 wants to send the data to PC3, it will have to travel through PC2. So first the data has to be sent to PC2, and then from PC2 the data will send to the PC3. But somehow suppose the link between PC1 and PC2 is lost. Somehow the PC1 and the link between PC1 and PC2 is broken or lost. Then PC1 will not able to send the data to PC3. PC1 is not able to data, already PC1 is not able to data to PC2, but the PC1 is also not able to send the data to PC3 also. So the communication, you can see the communication is lost. And the data will not able to send to PC4 also, because through this the data will be traversed. So the whole entire network will be breakdown. For ring, if any link is broken, then the whole network will be breakdown. So that is all it is written here, that now suppose the link between PC1 and PC2 is broken, then the whole system breaks down and no communication between the computers are done further. Because if this link is broken, then PC1 didn't able to communicate with PC2, PC1 will not able to communicate with PC3, and PC1 will not able to communicate with PC4. It is one thing you have to remember, that the ring is a unidirectional, means it is of a one direction. So in this direction, it will not will go to this direction. It is a unidirectional. So the total communication will be lost. From PC1 will not able to send data to PC2, PC3, and PC4. So the whole system will break down and there is no communication possible between them. So here it is also very difficult to troubleshoot in the ring. In ring network, it is also very difficult to troubleshoot. And that there is a token present, which I have already mentioned, that what is the uses of the token. There is a token present in the ring, and the PC, whichever wants to send the data, takes the token and makes some changes on it and sends the data. After sending the data, it releases the token. And again, whichever PC wants to send the data, it takes the token and changes it. After completion of its task, the token is passed to the next PC. So the token will be traversed from one system to another. Whichever PC want to send the data, the token will be released, that the token, this PC will take the token. Whichever in this ring the PC want to sends the data, will conserve the token. And after sending the data, or we can say that after completion of the work, the token will be released. Clear? It is clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So it is the uses of the ring topology. Now, our third topology is a start topology. Now, what is the start topology? In start topology, all the wires from the computer go to the central location having a device called hub. Now, in bus and ring topology, we have seen that there is a single link, and in this it is a multi-point connection, and all the systems are connected to this link. We have seen that. But in case of start topology, there is a device called hub, and in this hub all the systems are connected. Now you can see there is a hub. It is a device called hub, and all the system present in the network, you can see, are connected to this hub. So all the communication between the PCs will be through hub, because if PC1, suppose PC1 try to send some data to PC2, Then PC1 will send the data to hub, and from hub, the data will go to the PC2. So for every communication, will be go through this hub. If PC1 try to send the data to PC4, then the data will from PC1 will go to the hub, and from hub the data will go to the PC4. So for every communication, hub is related, and all communication goes through the hub. So disadvantage is, what the disadvantage is, if this hub fails, then the whole network will be failed. But there is no problem for the, if any link will fail, the communication will be stopped. Like if this link between hub and the PC2, this link is lost, but PC1 try to send the data to PC4, then it will send to the hub, and from hub the data will send to the PC4. There is no problem for if this link is broken. The communication will not be stopped. Yes, you can say that communication will be stopped between PC1 and PC2. But for other cases, it will not be stopped. But you can, previous example, you can see that in this ring, which for one link broken, there is one link broken, and for this link broken, the total communication is lost. But in case of star, there is no problem. Only the part in which the link is broken the communication will be lost in that part only. Other parts communication will be continued. So if this link or this link is broken, it didn't able to stop data sending from PC1 to PC4. PC1 will able to send the data to PC4 through hub. So we can say if a link is broken in a part, then that part communication is lost, but other communication will able to continue. So it is the advantage of star topology over bus topology and ring topology. Here, if any link fails, then the whole network is not break down. Only the network will break down if this central hub fails. Otherwise, the communication will go on. Clear? So, and why it is called
तो
that?
सर आप फर्स्ट में बताए थे बस टोपोलॉजी, तो अगर उसमें सर PC1 अगर उसमें सर अगर PC1 ब्रेक हो जाता है तो वो फिर PC2 के मतलब जो उसका कनेक्शन है वो PC3 में नहीं जाएगा।
PC1 ब्रेक नहीं, ये जो लिंक है ना, ये लिंक ब्रोक डाउन।
आप बताए थे ना कि PC1 से अगर PC3 जाएगा तो जो PC2 है वो आइडियल रहेगा और उसमें बस एक ही डाटा को शेयर कर सकते हैं।
हाँ, मगर अब जो ये जो तुम बोल रहे हो ना कि PC1 को, हम जो बोले थे कि PC1 को डेटा सेंड करना है PC3 को, ठीक है। हाँ, मानो कि PC1 जो है PC3 को डेटा सेंड करना है। अब PC1 कैसे PC3 को डेटा सेंड करेगा? थ्रू दिस लिंक, क्योंकि इसके साथ छोड़ के तो कोई ऑप्शन उसके पास नहीं है, वो तो इस लिंक के थ्रू PC3 को डेटा सेंड करेगा। अब उस पोजीशन में क्या है कि हर सिस्टम अब इस लिंक में कनेक्टेड है, तो हर सिस्टम इस लिंक के कनेक्टेड होने से क्या है कि जो डेटा वो सेंड करेगा वो डेटा PC2 PC3 दोनों को ही विजिबल होगा। बट अब कैसे पता चलेगा कि कौन सा पीसी को उसका जरूरत है और कौन सा पीसी को वो सेंड करने चाह रहा है? अब इसीलिए क्या है कि जब डेटा को ट्रांसफर करना है, उसके साथ क्या है, उसके साथ हम लोगों का एड्रेस मेंशन कर देना है, डेस्टिनेशन एड्रेस। अब क्या होगा कि ईच पीसीज हैज ओन एड्रेस, तो अब वो एड्रेस से क्या होगा, डेस्टिनेशन एड्रेस मैच करके देखेगा कि इफ दोनों का एड्रेस मैच करेगा तभी उस जो पीसी का मैच किया वो पीसी क्या होगा, उस डेटा को सेंस करके रीड करेगा। अब इसका जो कम्युनिकेशन, इस टाइम जो कम्युनिकेशन होगा, बाकी जो सिस्टम प्रेजेंट है जो उस लिंक में कनेक्टेड है, उसका अगर जरूरत भी हुआ डेटा सेंड करने के लिए, वो नहीं कर पाएंगे जितने तक ये टोटल कम्युनिकेशन खत्म ना हो, उसको वेट करना पड़ेगा। यही डिसएडवांटेज है। क्लियर?
यस सर।
और इसका क्या, और इसका डिसएडवांटेज जो है कि अगर ये जो लिंक है, ये जो लिंक है, ये लिंक अगर ब्रेक हो गया, ये लिंक अगर ब्रेक हो गया तो टोटल पूरा जो मेरा नेटवर्क है, ये नेटवर्क ब्रेक डाउन हो जाएगा। कोई कम्युनिकेशन पॉसिबल नहीं होगा अगर ये लिंक मेरा ब्रेक डाउन हो गया। सेम एज दैट रिंग के लिए भी क्या है कि रिंग के लिए भी अगर एक लिंक भी खराब हो गया तो मेरा क्या होगा, टोटल कम्युनिकेशन लॉस्ट हो जाएगा, टोटल कम्युनिकेशन मेरा खत्म हो जाएगा, हम नहीं कर पाएंगे कम्युनिकेशन।
मतलब ये सर टोटल डिपेंड करेगा उस लिंक पे, अगर वो लिंक ब्रेक डाउन होता है तो फिर वो कनेक्शन नहीं होगा।
हाँ, क्योंकि एक से देखो ना, PC1 से PC2 कनेक्टेड है, PC2
वो
से
लिंक
PC3 कनेक्टेड है। अब मतलब PC3 को अगर डेटा कोई सेंड करना है, PC1 को PC3 को डेटा सेंड करना है तो कैसे करेगा, PC1 से PC2 जाएगा, PC2 से PC3 जाएगा। तो अगर ये लिंक ब्रेक डाउन हो गया तो कैसे, PC3 को तो कोई डेटा नहीं मिलेगा। सेम एज दैट PC4 केस के लिए, PC ये जो है ये यूनिडायरेक्शनल है, अगर इस साइड से हम पकड़ेंगे या इस साइड से पकड़ेंगे, कोई भी एक साइड से मुझे पकड़ना है, यूनिडायरेक्शनल नॉट बाई डायरेक्शनल, कि इस साइड से भी जा सकते हैं उस साइड से भी जा सकते हैं। तो इसलिए क्या होगा, ये लिंक ब्रेक डाउन होने से PC4 के पास भी नहीं जाएगा, तो टोटल क्या हुआ, लॉस्ट हो गया मेरा। एक लिंक खराब होने से क्या है, टोटल जो है, टोटल हम लोगों का ये ब्रेक डाउन हो गया, टोटल ब्रेक डाउन हो गया मेरा एक लिंक खराब होने से। मगर यही एडवांटेज है कि स्टार टोपोलॉजी में, देखो ये एक एडवांटेज है स्टार टोपोलॉजी के लिए कि स्टार टोपोलॉजी में मेरा ऐसे कनेक्शंस नहीं है, क्योंकि ईच सिस्टम्स आर कनेक्टेड टू द सेंट्रल हब। अगर ओनली ये हब अगर फेल हुआ तभी कम्युनिकेशन खत्म होगा, मतलब पूरा नेटवर्क फेल हो जाएगा। नहीं तो क्या होगा कि ये पार्ट, मानो कि ये पार्ट अगर खराब हो गया तो इसीलिए क्या होगा, इसीलिए सिर्फ इस पार्ट में डेटा सेंड नहीं कर सकते,
PC2 नहीं होगा, बाकी और सब में हो जाएगा।
बाकी और को सेंड कर सकते हैं। यही स्टार टोपोलॉजी का एडवांटेज है ओवर
एडवांटेज।
बस टोपोलॉजी एंड रिंग टोपोलॉजी।
बिल्कुल।
क्लियर है?
यस सर।
ओके, so this is the advantage of star topology over bus and ring topology. And this is called star because you can see that it is forming like a star. If you see that it forms like a star, and that's why it is called star topology. Okay, it forms and it looks like a star. This reason it is called star topology. Then next is mesh topology. Now all the bus and ring topology, these are the multi-point connection, but in mesh topology, in this, each device has a dedicated point-to-point link to every other device. Means here a point-to-point connection. Point-to-point connection means connection between, dedicated connection between two devices. So in mesh topology, each devices has a dedicated link to the other devices, and due to the dedicated link, there is no traffic problems. The problem which we have seen in the bus and ring topology, there is no such problem arises because there is dedicated link. If there is any traffic problem also not occurred here, and failure of one link doesn't affect the entire network, and it is more secure and private. But the disadvantage is it is expensive due to the higher cabling cost. Now, the diagram, it will be cleared that each system has a link between the other systems. You can see PC1 is connected to PC through this link. PC1 is connected to PC3 with this link, and PC1 is connected to PC4 this link. Means there is a link between each and every, dedicated link between each and every system presented. So if there is a problem occur, means this link is lost, this link is lost, we can suppose this link is lost, but there is no problem for PC1 to send the data to all the systems. You can say that PC1 able to send PC2, PC1 will able to send PC3, PC1 will able to send data to PC4 also, because this link has problem, but other communication will go on. So there is, if one link fail, it doesn't affect the entire network because there is a dedicated link. Then that's the reason the failure of one link doesn't affect the entire network. And it is more secure and private. It is more secure and private, we can say, because in bus network, you have seen that the data is visible to all the PCs because the data is traveling through the single link. So it is visible to all the PCs. And in ring also, the data is to be traveled. If we have seen the data is traveled via some, for PC2 to PC3, the data will have to be traveled via PC2. So it is not so much secure, but here there is a dedicated link. So that's why it is more secure and private. And it is, fault diagnosis is very much easy because it is a point-to-point connection. We can easily identify that the point, this, if this part is problem, then we able to easily identify that the link is faulty. We can able to easily identify it. But the main disadvantage is, here you can see so much cabling is required. There only one cable is required, and through this one cable, the all things are performed because on this one link, all the systems are connected. But here you can see there is each and every system has a link, and it are connected to each other through this link. So you can see each PCs has own link, and with this link they are connected among all of them. You can see PC1 has this link, PC2 connected, PC4 connected with these three. So each, you can see through this example, each PCs has 3 dedicated link to 3 other 3 PCs, for other 3 PCs. So they're expensive. It is very much expensive due to this higher cabling. So there is a thing that if we can say n number of device present, then we can require n minus 1 by 2 links in mesh topology. Now through this example, you can see that here each and every nodes or each and every device is connected to each other. So here there are 4 systems present. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4. There is 4 systems present. So the number of links will be n minus 1 by 2. Here n is 4 because the 4 systems are present. So 4 minus 1 by 2. That is 6. You can see that 6 links are present. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So total 6 links are present. You can see it. Clear? So mesh topology is basically our point-to-point connection, and each systems are connected in a network. Each systems are connected to the another. Each systems are connected. All the systems present, all the nodes present here are connected to the one another through this link. So it is easy to fault diagnosis because point-to-point connection, there is a dedicated link between each and every device present in the network, and it is expensive. So that's why it is expensive due to the higher cabling cost, because so much cable is required. And one thing you have to remember, that if in a network, in a mesh network, a mesh topology, there is n number of devices present, then there will be n minus 1 by 2 links will be present in the mesh topology. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is about the mesh topology. And the last one, which is of a tree topology, that is it is the variation of a star. And it is a variation of a star, and it nodes in a tree are linked to the central hub, and cabling cost is more. So on failure of the central hub, the entire network breaks down. It is, we can say, the tree topology is basically the variation of a star. It is a variation of a star. And here the nodes in a tree are linked to the central hub. Like star, all the nodes are connected to the central hub. And cabling cost is more here because more number of cables are required. And also in star, you have seen that if the central hub fails, then the entire network breaks down. So you can see there is a hub, there is a central hub, and it is connected to another central hub. And in this central hub, the systems are connected. The systems are connected in this central hub. And this is also connected to this another central hub. And in this central hub, the systems are connected. It is possible that in this hub, the systems are directly connected. So looks like it is forming, if you see that it is forming like a tree. The hub can be, this central hub can be connected to another hub, or this central hub can able to connect to the systems also. So that's why it is forming like a tree. It is forming like a tree. That's why it is called tree topology. Clear? It is
So
clear to
जो सर सेंट्रल हब है वो एक मतलब दो हब से कनेक्टेड है, तो जो
दो
सर
हब
अनदर
नहीं,
हब
जितना हब से भी कनेक्टेड हो सकते हैं। इधर एग्जांपल हम दो हब दिखा है, जितना हब से भी कनेक्टेड हो सकते हैं
है सर, तो
डायरेक्टली।
अगर सर तो सर जो अनदर वाला है जो 1 और 2 से जो कनेक्टेड हब है, अगर वो हब मतलब ब्रेक हो गया तो
वो
सर
हब
जो
ब्रेक
सेंट्रल
नहीं, ये क्या है, स्टार के टाइम में फॉर्म कर रहे हैं। स्टार
हाँ,
में क्या है,
हाँ,
ये तो स्टार है। मतलब ये तो ये क्या है कि एक स्टार का वेरिएशन है ट्री टोपोलॉजी जो है, ये स्टार का वेरिएशन है ट्री